Stop searching for how to make a girl like you. If you look online right now, you'll find an endless sea of people telling you the same tired advice. They tell you that you need to be absolutely shredded. They tell you that you need a massive bank account, a luxury car, or that you need to memorize some cheesy, manipulative seduction lines. But I want you to step back and look at the real world. Think about the guys you know who naturally attract women and build healthy, effortless relationships. Most of them don't have any of those things. Why? Because society has lied to you. Attracting women is actually incredibly simple. In fact, it's way easier than you've been led to believe. All you need to do is forget the superficial garbage, strip away the noise, and return to the raw, basic principles of human attraction. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to know to make any girl, no matter how out of your league you think she is, desire you. Back in university, I was just like any other guy. I tried my absolute best to get girls to notice me. I bought into the hype, and honestly, every single attempt ended in total failure. That is, until a friend handed me a book. I locked myself in my room, finished it in a week, and it felt like a thick fog had just lifted from my eyes. Learn this formula, apply it, and I promise you I am going to change your life today. By the way, if this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll drop the name of that exact book in the pinned comment. Here's the single most important statement you will hear today. Write this down. Success with women is a state of mind, period. What is circulating in your mind will inevitably bleed into your actions. This is why the vast majority of men who deep down don't believe they deserve an attractive woman end up entirely empty-handed. Let me explain the psychology here. She feels what you feel. Women possess an incredible social radar. They aren't judging you purely on your looks, the script you rehearsed, or the brand of your watch. They are judging you on your sub-communication. They are reading your micro-expressions, your eye contact, and the tension in your shoulders. If you approach her feeling nervous, unworthy, or intimidated by her beauty, she senses that insecurity immediately. It makes her uncomfortable, and your chance of rejection skyrockets. But if you walk up confident, calm, and entirely relaxed, like you belong there, she naturally sinks to that grounded energy. You must view yourself as a man that women naturally desire. If you don't believe it, she never will. Let's talk about our character of the day, the guy who tries to pander to a woman's every single whim. Stop putting women on pedestals like they are your future spouse before you even know their middle name. If you catch yourself going out of your way to perform, laughing too hard at jokes that aren't funny, or trying too hard to impress her, you are masking an inner sense of inadequacy. The absolute best way to wow a girl is by not trying to wow her. The second you stop desperately seeking her approval is the exact second you finally get her attention. Look at it from her perspective. An attractive woman has seen 100 guys this week try to woo her. They all run the same script. When you don't, you become a glitch in her matrix. You become the anomaly. Let's look at two scenarios at a bar. Situation 1, the guy says, "Hi, can I get you a drink?" The girl says, "I'm good, thanks." And the guy stands there speechless, completely defeated. Situation 2, the guy says, "Hey, quick question, what's the best drink here?" The girl says, "Oh, definitely the XYZ." The guy smiles and says, "Great, fancy buying me one?" Spot the difference? The second approach sparks a reaction because it completely flips the script. You aren't begging for her time, you're challenging her. Why do we try so hard in the first situation? It comes down to a deep, agonizing fear of losing a girl you don't even have yet. Men who constantly seek approval are trading away their own power just for a crumb of validation. When you operate from a place of low self-esteem, you surrender your frame. You see a beautiful woman, and your internal monologue goes into overdrive. You think, "She's stunning. I hope I don't mess this up. I hope she likes me." So what do? You overcompensate. You sacrifice your own boundaries. You act overly nice. And what is she thinking while you're doing this? She is thinking, "Gosh, he's really pulling out all the stops to get my attention, but there's no mystery here. He's unexciting. When is this night going to be over?" Attraction isn't a switch she can just consciously flip. It is a biological response to masculine strength and grounding. The desperate need for approval instantly kills that biological attraction. As long as you are seeking her validation, she is incapable of showing genuine interest in you. Imagine walking up to a girl and getting brutally rejected in front of all your friends. Devastating, right? Soul-crushing. Not if you understand this next rule. Men who effortlessly attract women do not tie themselves to the outcome. They are what we call outcome independent. To them, rejection is completely insignificant. It's just weather. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it's sunny. Their primary concern is to simply enjoy the interaction and entertain themselves. Watch this masterclass in emotional regulation. The average guy says, "Hello, how are you?" The girl replies, "Go away, jerk." The guy stammers, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and walks away with his head down. Now look at the unbothered guy. He says, "Hello, how are you?" The girl replies, "Go away, jerk." The guy just laughs and says, "Ouch, seems like a rough day. My mom warned me about angry birds. I'm scared, goodbye." When you are indifferent to the outcome, you stop sweating her response. You keep your power, and ironically, that lack of care is exactly what makes women look back at you as you walk away. A man who truly understands his value never ever settles. Let me explain this using a simple analogy about soup. Imagine you go to a restaurant, sit down, and order a bowl of chicken soup. The waiter says, "Sorry, we're out." You say, "Okay, I'll take the vegetable." The waiter shakes his head. "Out of that too, we only have tomato." So you sigh, compromise what you wanted, and say, "Fine, I'll take the tomato." You wanted chicken, but you settled for tomato just because it was available. A staggering amount of guys do this exact same thing with their dating lives. They have an idea of their ideal woman, but when they face reality and realize that attracting top-tier women requires holding their ground, they start to settle for whatever is easiest. A high-value man walks out of the restaurant. He chooses who he dates. He puts his principles above everything, even the woman he is currently with. If a girlfriend threatens to leave him during a heated argument to test his boundaries, the average guy panics. He apologizes. He bends over backwards to keep her. The high-value man stays completely calm. He says, "It seems we're not really compatible anyway. Charlie down the street might be a better match for you." And he walks away. He isn't afraid to stand alone. Never reshape your life, your hobbies, or your personality just to align with a woman's preferences. A common mistake men make is dropping the things that make them who they are, their gym routine, their goals, their friends, just to spend more time making a girl feel at ease. Adapting your entire reality to hers makes you look like a dead fish floating down a stream. You have no control over where you're going, and when she inevitably loses respect for you and ends things, you're left with nothing. By changing who you are, you're sending a loud, clear message. You are of higher value than me, so I must change to be worthy of you. If she doesn't appreciate who you are, she doesn't deserve you. You do not cater to her reality. If she wants to be in your life, she adapts to yours. A high-value man knows there is no shortage of attractive women in this world. He lives in a mindset of total abundance, not scarcity. And there you have it, the unspoken psychological playbook to entirely level up your dating game. This isn't just dating advice. This is a fundamental shift in how you view yourself as a man. But remember, watching this video is theory. Theory without action is completely useless. Get out there and apply it. This is Biswajit Panda for the Unspoken Code. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more realistic, no BS guides, and I'll see you in the next one.